Hey you guys, it's Zenzul Healing, aka Loose. Goddess Loose. We gotta put the goddess in because oh my goddess. Anyways, today's reading is gonna be what's the gossip on you. Okay. So we got a different type of setup. Right now I'm just kind of holding my phone, and right now I'm sitting on my bed and I have this big ass bear on my bed. It's a big ass mama bear. She's literally my size. I'm like 5'1", 5'2", and this bitch is 5'. So yeah. My bad if it's like hella shaky. Shaky, shaky, shaky. If you guys know that song. Anyways, but yeah, my bad if it's shaky. I'm gonna change the POV when I'm doing the actual readings. Yes. I had the intention of wanting to do this on my bed, like, since it's about like gossip and stuff, like girl talk, you know, like we're having a sleepover, we're hanging out, we're talking about all the buzz and all the, you know, all the cheeseman shit. So yeah, whether you're a guy or a girl watching, I don't know what guys do. Well, you know, we're having our little circle, our little grupo and shit, and just talking. I just see like a bunch of guys in a circle, like, or surrounding a bonfire and just talking with drinks in their hand, or even like guys like at a bar drinking and stuff. So, you know, just kind of see me as one of the guys for right now, or like, you know, the girl that's part of the guy group. Not in that way. But yeah, I'm just trying to have fun, and I kind of wanted to put, I don't want to say a warning, but just to let you guys know, it's like gossip. So gossip, it can, like, is not necessarily true, you know. I'm hearing rumor has it by Adele playing through my head. But yeah, gossip doesn't necessarily mean it's true. These people it could be true that these people are saying that, but that doesn't make what they're saying true, you know. So I want you to use discernment and don't really take this seriously, you know. But if it ends up connecting or clicking or something like that, then all to you, you know, because it's Scorpio season 2. So I kind of wanted to, like, I don't want to say it's gonna be true, but like I said, it might be true for someone saying this, but what they're actually saying is not necessarily true, you know. So, and there's like a lot of Sagittarius, and Mars just went into Leo, so it's just kind of like let's kind of stir the pot a little bit. Let's just see, you know, we go on a little chaos and digging out some chaos, you know. So yes, don't take this video seriously. If you get upset or feel some type of way, that's all on you. And again, this is just the video. If you really want to know for sure if you have someone in mind that could be saying these things, then go ahead and confront them, you know. Don't be coming to me. Don't be getting mad with your own little self. Like, don't take this seriously, you know. So yeah, so before we start, just quick, I try to do like a cute simple pink look. I've been having this hat for a while and I've only wore it once, so I'm like, let me just fucking go crazy, you know, look cute or whatever. But yes, oh my gosh, and like it's kind of giving like a vlog, you know. I wanted to turn the camera, but I don't want that to like fuck up what I'm editing. So yeah, so it's kind of just giving, right now the moon is in Sagittarius too. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just rambling on. Reminds me of like the new moon in Virgo video, if you watch that. As usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post, because you don't want to miss my post. And I wanted to say that I am very grateful to be here. If you're new to my channel, and if this is one of your first videos, that you're watching, hello, welcome. I hope you stay. Low-key, I don't know if it was like the title that got you or what, but I hope you stay. And then if you've been watching my videos, I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you for continuing to watch me. I thought about something, but I'm not gonna say it. But yes, I just wanted to come on here real quick and just say that I'm very grateful that I have people who are subscribed and that are watching my videos, because I enjoy making videos. I love doing this. I actually have I'm very passionate about this. Like, I was so excited to film today, you know? And I'm just grateful for myself. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful that I'm doing this. I'm grateful for the ability to read tarot and know astrology, so that I can deliver these messages and insights to you guys, you know? So I just have a full heart full of gratitude, and maybe that's why I wanted to wear this hat too, because it's supposed to be hearts. Some of them kind of look a little off, but you know, I'm just trying to show love, share love, and I'm all about love, you know? So yeah, let's get into the reading. So we have 3 piles. I didn't know what to use. I was gonna use pictures. I was gonna do vinyls again. I don't know. And I was like, fuck it. I just did some random shit, and I just have markers from my whiteboard. Fuck it. But yeah, so we have pile number 1 with this orange marker. You could say neon orange or orange. Pile number 2 is going to be this pink. It's light pink, but it's basically just pink marker. Pile number 2. And then for pile number 3 is going to be this green marker. It's more just like a regular green, not a teal green. Oh my gosh. Lime green. I don't know. Neon green. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, this neon green for pile number 3. So yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. You get the picture. Anyways, I'll see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hey, pile number 1. If you chose the orange marker, then this is your pile. Okay. So what's the gossip, you guys? Okay, so right now, before like I got started, I started hearing the song from Lilo and Stitch. I think it was more from like the show, if you ever seen the show on Disney Channel. It was like dun 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 na dun na 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 na. That's like all I know. Like, I was thinking it in my head, but like I want to say, I didn't want to sound stupid, but I'm like, I don't know the lyrics, you know? So I'm like, that's the best I could do. But anyways, so the gossip can kind of maybe be around like your family and stuff like that. Your family might be the ones that are talking about you. Because I think about Lilo and Stitch, and they're like, oh, Hana means family, you know? So it might be good gossip, you know? I have 3 decks here. Hopefully they're able to tell us what's the gossip on you, you know? So yeah. Pile number 1, what is the gossip? What is the gossip on pile number 1 with the orange marker? What is the gossip on pile number 1? By the way, I'm doing this on my bed. I think I already said it, but yeah. And I just wanted to be with my bear, because literally this is where I post from. Like, when I be editing and shit, this bear is huge. So like, this bear is always like, this bear is always like, there's a car that I just pulled up. I don't know. It's like my big chair. I'm mostly hearing like the big orange bear. I don't know if you guys ever seen that show. Especially if like you're a 90s baby. It was like the big bear or something like that. I don't know why that's coming up. Like kids stuff. Like I said, Lilo and Stitch. So you might like Disney and stuff like that. This could just be like signs of confirmation to see if this is really resonating for you. The big bear, I don't know, I'll maybe put a picture or something like that, but it was like a big orange bear. I think he might have like said stories or something. I feel like I watched him a couple times, but I don't really remember. And I think there was like a giant moon. You might be a Cancer moon, or you might be a Cancer. What else? You might be a Cancer. You might have loved like lullabies as a kid, or you sing lullabies now. There was something in my mind, but I forgot. You might have a teddy bear, or you might have a teddy bear now, or you might have had a teddy bear growing up, and you might still have it, or you just had a special teddy bear, or even like a stuffed animal, or just a stuffed creature or something like that. I'm hearing Hello Kitty. People just running around my neighborhood right now. Today too, I wanted, like, when I was getting ready, I didn't even listen to music or nothing. I just wanted to be in silence. I'm not sure why, but I did. So I have a tarot card already, so I'm gonna pull out some more cards. Just shuffling. I'm a little distracted. I'm like a squirrel, like being pulled to different directions, because I'm trying to, I don't know, it's gotta give you ADHD energy right now. So you guys might have like a short attention span. Maybe people talk about how you have a short attention span, or that you don't really be paying attention. I'm hearing gossip from the spirit world. That's crazy. This is what your guides, baby, are thinking, your angels. That you just don't, your focus is not all the way there. It's like you're supposed to be focusing on something at hand, the task at hand, and you're just kind of like, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? It's like, bitch, hold on, look, like, you need to focus on something. Okay, and something that just popped up right now is coworkers. Maybe your coworkers could think this too, that you're easily distracted. Should I take it? Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read the cards that we already have, because I feel like I'm just like not paying attention, and I need to pay attention. So we have the Magician. What's the gossip on you? Yeah, literally. I feel like, okay, I don't want to say do not shoot the messenger. This is just what I'm getting. So I think some of this stuff could be true, like the gossip could be true. I think it's more like observations that, like, you know, it's kind of hard to deny if like someone can notice like you're just not like you're easily distracted and stuff like that. So it's just like people notice this stuff about you. So it could be true, you know, it could be true. And maybe that's why it's like family, like people that are gonna know you the most are like people that you live with, and most likely family and stuff like that. Maybe even close friends, even your coworkers, you know. It got to a point, I remember when I was working at a regular job, I felt like I was really close with my coworkers, but then outside of work, like when we were at work, and like they knew things, and I knew things about them, you know. And then but yeah, it could just be something like that, like you could be kind of close with your coworkers, or you have like a certain type of relationship with your coworkers, you talk with your coworkers. So they're just able to see, like, know who you are, in a way, you know. So and then also, like, because like I just watched the video yesterday, was saying like the Magician was like they're pointing down and pointing up. So it just gives me like people who you are regularly around, and then also like the spirit world is like, no, we agree, you know. So I'm hearing like you're the talk of the town. So it's just like you can take that literally or not, but I think it's just that, like, you are a little distracted. Also, I kind of feel like you might be somewhat spiritual in a way, whether you believe in God or just angels, the universe, numerology, astrology. I think you come off as this way, where people think, or even if you're in tune with like the moon cycles, or you know, something like that. People might see you as spiritual, religious. You might even also be into like manifestation. So people kind of might see like it actually working, you know. I think you just be talking about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do my ritual tonight, or like the moon is in Sagittarius. Oh, we're in Mercury retrograde right now. That's so funny, because that reminded me when I was at that job. Like that's when I kind of started my like spiritual journey and stuff like that, and that's when like I was like starting to get into all this. So it's kind of interesting to see this. So for me, this kind of feels like a past energy, which is kind of weird and a little spooky, but like funny to kind of like look back at. If you are an old coworker of mine and you watch my videos and you pick this pile, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. talking about the chakras and stuff like that. I'm like, that's why you're a Leo, you know? That's so funny. But yeah, I just saw someone pass by through my mirror, and I really hope they don't come to my house because it's almost like election day or whatever, and motherfuckers have been spamming my phone, been coming and ringing my doorbell, like, get the fuck away. Anyways, you see how, like, you guys might like to gossip too a little bit, you know? But yeah, I think people, like, I think you tell people like, oh, like, it's a good day to manifest this day or something like that, and people can see like your manifestings appearing or something like that. Maybe even that you're like a goal chaser, that you go after your goals, and people can see, other people can see, the gossip on you is that people can actually see like you doing the damn thing, like actually creating the life that you want, manifesting the things that you want and stuff like that. But it could also just be like them seeing you like working your butt off, you know, like you're ambitious. Servant. I'm getting a very specific person. If your name starts with an A and your last name starts with an S, then I kind of immediately got you, but that's crazy if you are watching this video. Anyways, I'm also gearing. You might wear gear in some way, shape, or form, but I'm also hearing with this is with the color orange, it's just like very bright, and like I heard that that orange is kind of like a tiring color, so you can like exude a lot of energy, or you have a lot of energy within you. You could also be a Leo, a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, a Gemini. Who else has like a lot of energy? Potentially Pisces, maybe Virgo as well, but definitely a fire sign and definitely a Leo. So let me know. So yeah, servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. So I'm getting more of like that's so funny with this one though too, because I left my water over there and I was like, fuck bro, I'm like in a comfortable position, and I set up the camera and everything, so I was like, I'm comfortable. So you might not like change. Maybe where you're at in life, you feel really good in your life. I think the gossip is that people know that you're blessed. People know that you're very comfortable, like you're comfortable in life. You're not, there's nothing really to complain about in your life, about like you don't really worry about money. You don't really worry about like material objects. It seems like you have a lot of love and support. Like you're very abundant. You live an abundant lifestyle. So I think people recognize this, and I think that goes with the magician, how you like just manifest things, or like, if I want that, I'm gonna get it. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it. Or you know, if you know how to get it, you're gonna get it, obviously. My heart right here kind of hurts a little bit. I don't see that in a negative thing, but like something about my heart chakra. There could be some people that kind of might feel occasionally jealous, or feel some type of way, just because you do have a little bit, like, that you are blessed, you know, and that shows more about them than you. And it's okay, like, for you to feel that way sometimes. Those emotions just kind of tell us like what we're lacking in, you know. So maybe even like your energy, your confidence and stuff like that. People can kind of gossip about that, like, oh, maybe this person's like very high strung, this person has a lot of energy, this person is always everywhere. So I feel like it's just literally just talk, you know. But you have a big heart. So I kind of feel like even people who try to hate you can't hate you, because you're just such a nice person. You have a good heart. You're a loving person. I don't know if I showed you guys this card already. I feel like you guys might be like this, where you guys are the type to like repeat stories, like, oh my gosh, did I tell you that story already? You're like the one person to tell like the same story 3, 4, 5 times. You know. And then also, like, if you just got something brand new, you're like, oh my gosh, look at what I got, look what I got. Oh my gosh, did I show you that I got this? You know, like, so you can kind of maybe sometimes, like, the gossip could kind of also be like, maybe you kind of come off as like a show off. But I think that's how you might come off, but I don't think that's your intention. Maybe sometimes, maybe if you're like low or something like that, like when you're not feeling your best, when you don't have like the highest self-esteem, you might look for validation, or external validation from others, or attention from others. You might seem like attention seeking. Sometimes you just might take up a lot of room, a lot of space, so it seems like you're trying to take up a lot of you're trying to have a lot of attention, but that's just who you are. So that's why I'm definitely getting, oh my gosh, my throat. So this could be oh my gosh, my throat, this could be potentially truth, but again, it's what people are observing. So again, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are selfish, that you want to take the spotlight. Maybe sometimes you can, and you don't realize that you come off that way, but again, maybe you do like to just be like part of the spotlight. You like attention on you and stuff like that, and that's not necessarily bad, but some people could take that as like a negative thing, and then some people can be like, oh, she's just shining, so I kind of feel like I'm hearing mixed reviews. You have like mixed reviews. Like some people see it as like, I don't want to say a negative thing, but it's just like, oh, like she always has to have the attention, or she always has to have like people looking at her or something like that, people looking at them. And then there's other people that are like, just give you the room to just shine, to just be, so I don't want to even say like these people are necessarily haters. They're just people that are just observing it that way, so yeah. But again, it's kind of hard for people. I don't think people say that with like again, it's not giving like hater energy in a way. It's just kind of like people observe it. I keep repeating myself, but it's just kind of like, even people, I think people don't want to think bad of you either, because they know that you're a good person. So they're just like, they just require a lot of energy. They require a lot of attention. And sometimes I just can't be around that. And that's okay. Sometimes, I don't say sometimes you can be too much, but sometimes people's energy levels just don't, that's just too much, for them, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, I don't think people are necessarily hating. I think it's just more like that, where it's just like, yeah, they're good in us in small doses. There you go. Because there are some people that I know in my life that like I can only hang out with them like for like a couple hours, and I can only really hang out with them with other people. I can't hang out with them by themselves. Otherwise, we're really gonna be talking about them the whole time, So it just be like my own boundaries type of thing. So that could also be another thing where people just kind of like, they know their boundaries with you, and like, so it's not, I don't really get necessarily hate. Maybe sometimes they could be annoyed from you. Maybe you can be annoying, especially if you are like always like, like, this is funny. Okay, but again, at the end of the day, people know that you have like a loving heart and you're a good person. I have the tea leaf cards. So let's just see. So like I said, these could be like family, friends, close friends, people that you are close with, or that you see regularly, One more card at least. Okay, I'll take that one. So this is the one that fell. Tree. Affairs with your family. What did I say? So yeah, yeah. So I'm getting like, I'm just gonna say your name, Anissa. Like, if you're watching this, bro, like, I feel your energy in here so heavily, like the sun. And I just see you're like your Nana too. Like, we were like, oh my gosh, there she goes again. Oh my gosh, here she goes. Da, da, da. Family matters. Oh my gosh, literally 2 cards. So you might be really close with your family, so it's all love, but sometimes like we get annoyed from our family. Like sometimes our family knows how to push our buttons too, so I think you're also comfortable with your family, so that's why you're just kind of like, oh, whatever, I'm doing me, whatever. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Oh my gosh. See, you guys are just so blessed, you're so blessed. Also, if it is you, hit me up. Let me know. Like, I wanna know what you think about this video. Also, comment. Go ahead, comment. I wanna know. Actually comment. Be that person that stands out. Comment. But yeah, honestly, I kind of get that. You might be getting a gift, but the first thing that kind of popped up is like maybe you're getting married, or you might be getting proposed, or even like a promise ring or something like that. So I don't mean to break the news. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy, especially if you're a witchy spiritual person. It's just like, I know this shit was gonna happen, but you're still gonna love it. You're still gonna be surprised, like you're definitely giving like a girl's girl in a way. Or you're just like you're always receiving gifts, you're always receiving. So that's like the tea on you. Pile number one. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. This energy made me feel really good, and like it's all love, it's like just like that witty banter, that fun banter that you have with your family. Because it's like it's truth, but like it's also like you guys are family, so you guys already know it's true, and it's just fun and nothing too hurtful. Maybe sometimes it can hurt, but it's okay. Again, it's all love. So yeah, pile number one, this is your reading. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I hope you guys continue to watch my videos. Have a good one. Hey, pile two, if you chose the pink marker, then this is your pile. Okay, so what is the gossip on you, pile number two? Pile number one was, it gave me energy. That shit fueled me up. It was all good, it was all love, but that's so funny. Like, it was on point though, so that's why good start to the reading. Immediately, this pile could be like reserved, a little bit more reserved. You might have like low self-esteem. You might have had a history or currently depressed. If you are, I'm sorry. Or maybe you just always come off, maybe that's like the gossip, like you're always sad about something, or you're always like looking sad, you're always looking gloomy, maybe you're always thinking negatively. Maybe even like I'm getting like maybe your family sees you as like the quiet one, the one that doesn't really talk too much, or kind of just stays to yourself, or you're like you kind of when you do speak, it's like very short and simple. Take what resonates. I feel like this energy might switch up throughout the reading. I'm not sure why, but I'm already feeling that. So you might be like really quiet and shy maybe around your family, but when it comes down to people you're really comfortable with, like maybe your siblings or your closest friends or something, you might be a little bit more outgoing. Maybe that's what I'm kind of picking up now. Maybe that's why I was getting like it might switch later on. Maybe you just might not have like a good relationship with your family, and that is like shown. Maybe other people know that. Maybe that's like the gossip, that people know that you're not really close with your family, or you're not really cool with your family, or even like your own family is like, why aren't you talking to us, why don't you like us, or like why do you feel some type of way towards us? Or even the people that talk a lot about you are like people who don't really know you, or people that you're not comfortable with. Again, take what resonates. I could be saying this, but it's not necessarily true. It's just what I'm picking up on. So what is the gossip on pile number two? What is the gossip on pile number two? I'm getting like Scorpio energy, Scorpio, Taurus. I got some Cancer, Aquarius. Okay. Maybe motherfuckers got a lot to say. Okay, what is the gossip on pile number two? What is the gossip on pile number two? Okay, Page of Cups and Seven of Swords. I don't know if you guys have had a history of like sneaky people, or like people doing you dirty. Maybe even like the people who have done you dirty, and whether you're still like, whether they're in your life or not anymore, like they might be the ones that might be talking about you. Maybe still talking their shit or whatever. Maybe painting you as like a bad person or something like that. Two of Pentacles. You might be a workaholic. You might have like OCD. You might have OCD. You might work a lot. You might have like a lot of focus on material aspects. You might be a water sign, a water or fire sign, which is water signs is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which I already got. And then fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might also have some type of earth. I guess I'm getting a lot of signs, but mainly that. I'm getting more Virgo or Taurus energy. I think I already said Taurus. Yeah. You're very, I want to say you're very level-headed. You could be very level-headed, or very grounded, maybe very physical. So you maybe work with your body a lot, or you're like in your body a lot. I'm also hearing like you might be in your head a lot. Or it's just kind of like people just see you and they just see you as like your body. So you might be like very stoic or like so serious. You could come off as really serious or something like that. I'm hearing like, but it's a party though. Like, so I don't know, outside, like you might, on the outside you might portray something different, but in the inside you're just like bottled up trying to like have fun or do something crazy or something like that. You know, that's what I'm kind of getting with this card. People might think that you might be emotionless. They think that maybe a lot doesn't really phase you. Maybe that's what like people who've done you dirty, like maybe you just kind of just drop them or something like that, and they're like, oh, they're fucked up, like they don't care about me, this and that. It's just like, you did me wrong. Like how else do you want me to react, you know? Like Taurus energy is coming out right now for me, for sure. So you guys might be like that, where I said like level-headed. Like you might not show your emotions to people. So if something did like in situations, maybe people don't always see like your emotions, or you don't always react in certain ways. Like when a situation calls for someone to cry or be sad or something like that, you don't really cry. You're just kind of more like, you know, or maybe you might be the one that's tending to other people in the situation. I'm just getting like very serious energy. Maybe in the time of your life right now you could be very serious. You know, I don't know what has happened, but you could just be in a very serious time. You might be just serious all the time, or you're just like kind of getting into this energy where you're a little bit more serious, you know. The messages are like slightly flowing. I keep looking at the water, so yeah, I see like you don't really show your emotions. You might have emotions, but you just might like are more private with them, or not everyone gets to see them, you know. Maybe you even try to ignore your emotions. So the gossip could just be that like you don't really have emotions, or you're emotionless. Maybe that seems like you don't care because you don't really talk about your emotions, or you don't really, I don't know, like like feed into the conversation or something like that. I'm getting like the person who wants to talk more about like business, or who wants to talk more about like work or something like that, rather than like people's struggles or like your emotions and stuff like that. Like you don't really, or like, yeah, I don't know, I'm getting like finances. Like you rather talk about like bills. You might rather talk about money, business, the stock market or something like that. I don't know why that's coming up. You'd rather talk about that than like, oh, how's your family, how's this, da 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 da. Like you're always like on the grind, or always thinking about like the next thing that you have to do or something like that. And people care about, and like I think that's why people seem like you don't care about them or something like that, because you don't really ask questions about their life. Like, have you been, just like asking personal questions. Like the life isn't always about work. It's not always about like the next thing that you have to do. Like what are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun, you know? Like so maybe people are thinking maybe you have to like let loose, maybe like get away from work for a while, just because like you are like in that, like, I don't know, you're always in that energy, like so serious. Like life isn't always just about work. Life isn't always just about money. Life isn't always just about like material things, you know. What new movie have you seen recently that you liked or you didn't like? What's like this new favorite place that you like, or what are some places that you want to go? Where do you want to travel? Just like have like not so serious conversations. Sometimes like just small talk, and maybe you don't like small talk. You might have a Jeep because a Jeep just passed by. You might have like a white truck. It was a white Jeep truck. I think those cars are so ugly. I want a Jeep, but a Jeep truck, no. Yeah, you might have a truck. You might have a white truck. You might have a Jeep. You might have a white Jeep. Or your life is always like revolving around one thing. The one thing that you're always talking about is like that your life revolves around that. And it's like there's more to life than just that, you know? But it's like heavy on another white car. So you might have a white car. So your life might revolve around always like around work or money. Or like what do you need to do tomorrow and stuff like that, you know? What is the gossip on pile number 2? What is the gossip on pile number 2, sir? I'm gonna take this one. Okay, so I haven't flipped the card over, but I kept seeing child because there's like 3 or 4 child cards in here. A child kept coming up, so maybe you have had like your inner child come out, or your inner child wants to come out and you just don't let it. Or like I said, like if you're in the time of your life where like life is making you more serious and like have to focus more on work or something like that, this is kind of like your sign. But also the gossip could be like, oh, that person needs to let loose, that person needs to do this person needs to do that, in the way that they need to like calm down, they need to like have a vacation. I'm also hearing like they need to get laid or something like that, like. So child, nature, light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I'm definitely getting more of like the light attribute, but I feel like you might be like a homebody too, like on top of that. And you might like to just spend time with your animals, or you like to just go out in nature and just be by yourself and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But personally, I've had a time in my life where I was just like in straight up hermit mode. Like I'm in love with my room. Like I don't leave my room, you know. But there was a time where I really didn't like leave my room, and like I got to a point where I was like very antisocial. Like I got anxious like talking to people, and it was like during the winter time too. So like it made it even more like, why are you talking to me, like, you know? And I took life really serious. So I kind of see like an old version of myself in this pile, and it's weird because I said that in pile number 1, which is really weird. That's a little spooky for me. But yeah. I'm hearing like my life is like playing out in this video. We're gonna get off that because that's a little spooky. But yeah, you might like animals, or you don't mind animals. Like if an animal comes up to you, you're gonna pet it, you're gonna like love up on it and stuff. And then warriors on the bottom, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. And then shadow, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to suffering inflicted on others. Some people might also think that people from your past that maybe have done you wrong, or people that just are no longer in your life, might have thought like you used them or something like that. You maybe use them for like some type of status gain, or use them for money, or you just only had them around for a certain thing or something like that. Only you can really tell your intentions. I can't really tell you your intentions. So if that's true, you know, that's what they're saying. If that's not true, that's what they're saying, or that's what they're thinking. I'm kind of getting like maybe they're telling some people that, but they're mainly thinking that. They're not really telling everybody that, you know. So it could just also be them that are saying this type of stuff. So again, like I said, it's gossip. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. The only thing that can really make it true is like, or like the truest part of it is like maybe they are saying these things, but again, doesn't necessarily make it true, you know. So take what resonates. So the card that you got is Midas, miser. Light attributes: entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Shadow attributes: hoarding money and emotions. What did I say? Like, you guys come off emotionless and stuff like that. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Okay. That's funny because like the green on his shoes like really stood out to me. So yeah, I don't know if like you're at a time in your life right now, or you kind of went through like some type of like financial struggle. You didn't have like a job, you didn't have money, you kind of had to like lay back on like purchasing things that you really liked or wanted in a way. So it's kind of giving like maybe in that, so like your energy is like reserved, your energy is like taking it back. I think there is a part of you that kind of like is like has been in this energy for a while, whether you've been in this energy your whole life or you kind of been in this energy for more recently. I'm getting like maybe like a couple months, or even like just this year alone, or maybe even longer, you know, it doesn't matter. But you kind of been in this energy for a while and people have been noticing it. You kind of been like, I'm also hearing maybe you're in hermit mode. You're kind of just like sticking to yourself. You haven't been really going out. And then when you do go out, it's just like, I don't know if you do have fun or you're still serious when you go out. But you guys are very creative. You guys, literally it says entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So I think usually you might be like a person who likes to share or start sharing your wealth, because also like money is energy, abundance is energy. It's also a mindset. So if you're always thinking that you're not gonna have enough money, or if there's a difference between like hoarding your money and thinking you're not gonna have enough money, and then also like budgeting, like, oh, I can't really spend this much because I know I need to make sure that I'm gonna have enough for bills in this. There is a difference between that, you know. And in this case, it's kind of like, I think you kind of were in a phase of like not having the amount of money that you wanted, or lacking material items, or lacking something in your life where it's gonna keep you a little bit more reserved. So maybe you didn't go out as much, you didn't spend as much, maybe you were kind of like in a depressive state when you lost your job, or you didn't have a job, or you didn't have this money and stuff like that, you know. But you're very creative, and honestly I feel like money can fall, you can easily attract money. So and if you want more money in your life, kind of let it go. Don't just be like spending bands on like on things, or like giving money away to people, like, you know. But like, oh, this person, like, let me pay for it this one time, or this and that, you know. Like, again, money is like energy, so what you put out into the universe is gonna come back into you, you know. So if you're spending money on people, if you're spending money on other things, if you're donating money and stuff like that, you're gonna get that money back. Sometimes it might be, you might get that money back, or sometimes you might just get it back in something else. So let's just say you give a homeless person $10. You might necessarily not might be getting that $10 back, but you might be getting like a free meal, or someone pays for your drink. Someone gives you something worth $10 or even more, or something like that, you know. It just works in that way. But don't keep count of it either, because that's also like not a good thing. But if you recognize it, be like, oh, thank you, that's it, just thank you, you know. Lighten up, you know. I'm kind of just getting lighten up. But also you guys could be like, I said already, I think you guys are really creative, artistic. So again, like, if you really needed to make money, you know how to make money, or you have other ways of having money. The gossip too is like, people might think that you might make some type of passive income. So you might make money by babysitting, or cleaning houses, or selling art, or something like that, you know. Like, you know how to make money based on not just like an actual job. You know how to make money in other ways. So people might see like potential in you of making money in more ways than one too, you know. But very like material, grounded base. And that's why like I think the red stood out to me in this card, because it was giving like very much like root chakra, which is like the root chakra is our base. It's also called the base chakra, which is like the root, the base of the necessities in life. So food, water, shelter, clothing, money, you know, like if we don't have one of those or a couple of those are missing, like that's gonna throw us off, you know. If we don't feel safe in our own body, if we don't feel safe in our own home, that's gonna throw us off. So I could see why not having a job, not having money, not having the things that like kind of fill you up in a way can bring down your mood, can make you feel some type of way, because you know, like that's kind of essential in like this earthly realm. Like we need money to survive, we need food, we need water, we need all that, you know. So yeah, I have my tea leaf cards right here. Let me know how this resonates. Comment down below. Be that person that comments, be the person that stands out. Even if this, you say this is a great video, like no one is telling you to tell me your whole life story. Like just comment something. Be open to commenting. Show some love. If you ain't liking the video, if you ain't commenting, especially if you ain't subscribed, then you are a hater. Why aren't you showing some love? If you're, especially if you're watching my videos and you've been watching my videos, like, and you're not liking them, or you're not subscribed, or you're not commenting, like, come on, like, show some love. Again, that's gonna come back to you. Start showing some love. Start showing some more love, and you'll get that love back. You'll start getting that support back. You'll start getting that money back. Like, show some love. Again, whatever you put out into the universe, you're gonna get it back. If you like this video, if you comment on this video, if you subscribe and you turn on the notifications, I'm gonna be sending you some good luck. So start doing that so you can get that good luck. I'm just playing. But still, like, show some love. If you're not doing none of that, like, you're a hater. Like, why are you watching my stuff? Why, you know, like, if you're continuing watching my stuff, then, so you might be a person, this is my gossip to you. Like, if you're not liking my stuff, if you're not commenting, if you're not even subscribed, and you're still watching my videos, like, that's some hater energy. Like, go ahead and do that. Like, don't do that. That's disrespectful to me. And especially if you know me, like, don't do that. Like, give me my shit, man. And try to get out of this, like, especially if you are like depressed or in a very serious mood, try to get out of it. Try to do things that like bring you happiness, because this is also like bringing down your vibration. And when you bring down your vibration, you're also attracting lower vibration. So you're gonna continue like having lower vibrational mindsets, lower vibrational feelings, lower vibrational people in your life, you know. Raise your vibration. So start doing things that are high vibrational. Start meditating, start going outside, start exercising, start eating healthier, start exploring more, start having more fun, you know. Okay, got some cards coming out. Oh, and let's do one more. Okay, so the first card that came out, muddled, unclear thinking. That's so crazy, because this card, when I was like transitioning to this pile, I was just like shuffling the cards from like the old pile, from pile number 1, and this card flipped over, and I was like, okay. And then there was another card that like talked about like some like negative shit, and this is where like it started. Like, it's funny how this card ended up coming out though. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. And honestly, you being in this low mood, having like this very serious nature and stuff like that, is like, again, like I said, it's bringing down your vibration, is bringing down your energy. It's also like making you have like not a good mindset, and not having a good mindset is gonna make you see things not in a good way, you know. You're gonna you might take things more personally, you might take things too seriously, you might take things in a way where it's just like, it's kind of like an illusion. You're making your own illusions in a way, because you're in this low vibrational mood, and other people can see this, you know. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. So I'm kind of getting this in two ways. Is that one, how I said this is like how it says muddled, unclear thinking. I could be speaking some truth right now, because my throat is like feeling some type of way. So I'm hearing like, prepare yourselves. So one thing is that you could be the one that's causing trouble. You're the one that's making accusations. You could be the one that's like being in this low mood is making you think things, seeing things from a lower perspective, and it's just like, oh, people are always out to get me, people are always in this energy, people are in like this, people are like that. And you having that mindset is going to keep you down there. There are good people in this life, and there's always going to be, you're not perfect either, you know. I'm also hearing, like, if this is like regarding family, like, I don't want to say give your family a break, but like, don't see them in the eyes that you kind of see them in, you know. Like, they're not all bad. Yeah, they might have some not so good tendencies or behaviors, but if you know that, then you need to put up that boundary, you know. You might also feel alone in some way, shape, or form. And then the second thing I'm getting is with the trouble and accusation is that there's other people that are seeing you in this way. They're putting like they're projecting things onto you, saying like, oh, they're this and that, they don't care about me, they don't care about us. They think they're like all this and all that because they have money, they have this. People could just be putting things down, so it could go either way. Like, you could be putting these on people, and these people are putting it on you. And honestly, this could also be like a mirroring energy where people are talking bad about you because you're talking bad about people. So watch yourself and see how you're talking about people, because if you're talking bad about people, you should expect to get some people talking bad about you. But if you're always in a loving energy, you're still gonna have that other balance of people talking about you. But it kind of seems like if you catch yourself always talking about these people, or talking especially bad about these people, then know that these people are talking bad about you too. But again, that's just like the energy that you're putting out, so you're getting that energy back. So this is kind of like some mirroring energy, you know. So also kind of pay attention to the people that you have in your life. Are they positive? Are they high vibrational? Are they actually good for your well-being, you know? Because if you have friends that are similar to you, then these people are keeping you at that level too. So this is kind of like, I don't know, like, this is kind of like a truth bomb in a way too. Or again, take what resonates. You don't have to take this. There is some truth to this video. I'm not going to tell you what is truth, because you're going to know what is true, you know. And kind of rethink about the things that I've said in this video as well. Just think about the things that I said and really think like, oh, have I really been acting like that? Have I really been in that mood? I could see maybe like me being in a low mood can put me in a position where, like, you know, it's not the best mood to be in, or like I could see how having a low mood is making me very cranky or a negative person, you know. Like, it's calling for self-reflection, because again, I'm seeing mirror energy, and I keep talking about putting money out into the universe. Whatever you put out into the universe, you're gonna get it back. So it's giving very much like, if you don't like what's going on in the outside, kind of look within and see, and like, is this reflecting what's on the inside? If I keep meeting negative people, if I keep having bad people in my life, if I keep having like a lot of things happening to me, like what's inside of me that I'm not facing? What is inside of me that needs to be looked at this time? And we're in Scorpio season, so right now it's a perfect time to go within and look into your darkness, discover your darkness, explore your darkness, you know. Oh my gosh, my heart is like hurting, my chest is hurting. So it's like opening your heart chakra, and I'm telling you, like, the green keeps standing out. Your heart chakra right now is closed. So you've had a lot of hurt. You have a lot of heart. You have a big heart. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to cry right now, but it's just kind of like, we're gonna run into 30 minutes into this video, but like, I feel like it's worth it, you know. I feel like you just have like a lot of hate, a lot of resentment, a lot of hurt that you keep stuck, that is like stuck in your body. You might be gaining weight, you might be having unhealthy patterns at this time, because that energy from the inside is eating you inside. And it's like, I don't know how to like describe it, but that is just like that, where it's just like you're holding it in, and it's like making you sick or make you not good from the inside, and that's why you're coming out like the way that you are from the outside, you know. You do have one more card. I guess this card, chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Oh my gosh. So I did tell you, like, if you have negative people, negative situations, negative mindsets, you might actually have a friend, a person, place, or thing that is no longer good for you, and you're continuing to let them in your life, you know. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Dang. And then bouquet, compliments from an admirer. I kind of feel like too, like if you let go of this hate, if you let go of these emotions, if you let go of this mindset, if you let go of this person, place, or thing, that's what's kind of like keeping you stuck. Or that's like, ew, this is kind of giving like, it's like if you're in a partnership, or if this could be a friend, like this could be a person that's like bringing you down with them. So again, definitely calling, like, this is not about gossip anymore. This is like some truth coming out right here, right now. Like, I'm giving you the truth. Like, you need to self-evaluate right now. You need to self-reflect, because right now it's very much needed. It's very much needed. And transmute this energy. And you can transmute energy in any way you can. Like, exercise, just taking action, even saying like a prayer intention, like, oh, these negative feelings, I don't want this anymore, take this away from me, and I transmute it into something higher for me, something better for me. Or even like something that worked for me, there was a time in my life where I was in a very weird spot with like some friends, and I just told God, I told the universe, I didn't even believe in God at that time yet, and I was like, there's like this Drake lyric, and what song is it? I like that song too. But Drake says, I pray the fake get exposed. And literally, I don't know why I kept singing that lyric, like literally almost every day, multiple times a day. And literally, the universe made two people in my life at this around the same time like go away. And I didn't even realize, like, I was like, I don't want to say manifesting that, but like God did that, you know. And shortly after that, I believed in God, because I even asked God, like, why did that happen? And it was like, God sees and hears things that I don't. And with that, I was like, I didn't even believe in God at the time. So that had me like mind fucked, you know? So it could just be in this situation, like, ask the universe, ask God, whatever you believe in, that, like, pray for guidance, pray for discernment, pray for clarity. Pray that whoever's not meant to be in your life, let that be exposed, you know, let them do something to me that's like, oh no, they can't be in my life anymore, you know, something like that. So this is not even about gossip anymore. This is just like straight up truth, you know. And you guys still have one more temporary situation. Okay, so you guys might be temporarily in a place where you don't want to be at. And I said that too, is like, you guys been in a spot that you're gonna be in the spot temporarily. It's honestly, I think you're kind of keeping yourself in this situation longer than you need to. You don't need to be in the situation any longer. And this is for some people. It might be like, you might be able to control it, you might not be. But if you're definitely able to control this, if you're in this mindset, if you've been resonating with this whole reading, like, you're keeping yourself stuck in this mindset, you know. Maybe think you would have more job opportunities, or more money coming your way, or more things coming your way if you let this go, because you're limiting yourself. You have self-limiting beliefs that need to go away. You might even have people in your energy field that are not good for you. They're like radiating this energy. They're mirroring back this energy as well, that they're limiting themselves, like, oh, I can't make money, I'm poor, this and that. You keep saying stuff like that. Words are magic. Words are spells. If you keep saying, I'm poor, I'm not loved, people hate me, I don't like myself, like, the universe is gonna show that back to you. So you need to, this is like a whole like life, like, you need to look at your life right now, basically. Temporary situation, because you could easily get yourself out of this. I don't say easily, because it's gonna take some work, I feel like. But once you kind of like eliminate these things, you're gonna notice, like, oh dang, like, I really was like holding myself back, you know. I'm also kind of getting like, you might be living somewhere where you might not want to live right now, and maybe you're just like working to, like, maybe you just need to live there for a little bit. Like, right now you're waiting for like an apartment to open up, or you're you're looking for a place, so you have to live somewhere. I'm getting like, you might have to live at home for a little bit until like you find the right place to live at, or something like that. Or you might be living in a situation, I'm taking this literally, to be honest, but also in a way where it's just like where you're at right now it's supposed to be temporary. So I think when you kind of revise your life and stuff like that, things are gonna start changing. That's also that's some truth, because my throat is like cracking, my voice is cracking. That what this is transmuting your energy. Once you start seeing some clarity, this might even be clarity. This is like the first step, you know. We're at 34 minutes. Oh my gosh. But like I'm high because I'm like, this is like why I do what I do, because like not everyone can not like even my own self, sometimes I can't catch my negative emotions, my negative mindsets. Sometimes it helps to have like other people looking at that, or like people bring that up or something like that, you know. So that's why I love doing this stuff, because like this is meant to help you. I don't know if this might hurt you or feel some type of way, but like I don't say fuck that shit, but like instead of feeling that hurt, be like, you know what, Lucy's right, let's get to this. Like let's start doing something about my life, you know. Like I'm trying to hype you up right now, you know. Don't play with it. But yes, pile number 2, like this feels amazing. Like now we're at the end, you know. This is definitely a long reading for you guys, but I feel like it was definitely needed. And just start thinking about, really look how life is reflecting back to you right now, you know. I'm just gonna keep repeating myself, so this is for you guys. I really hope that you guys take this information and do what you will with it and transform into something better. It's Scorpio season. It's all about transformation. So when Sagittarius comes, you're going to be feeling free. And Sagittarius season starts on the 21st. So, you know, let go of those chains, those imaginary chains that you kind of hold yourself on, you know. Or if this is like an actual person, place, or thing, or even a group that you associate with. Like, I'm hearing like Jenny from the block. I don't know why. Maybe if you like, yeah, this is getting like really specific. Like if you leave that certain person, that group, let's just say like you want to settle down and you're like hanging out with a bunch of people that like to do shit that like single people like to do, like fuck around and shit like that. Like that doesn't work, you know. That's not aligned with the energy that you're trying to be in, you know. Something like that. That's like coming in. But yes, so this is it for you, pile number 2. I wish the best for you. I'm sending so much light, transmutation, so much transformation, power to do this, you know. Sending so much love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, pile number 3, if you chose the green marker, then this is your reading. Okay. So the last 2 piles have been very interesting. So luckily you guys are the last group, so you guys kind of get the tea, the little gossip on the rest of the piles, you know. But it seems like this is gossip, but it kind of seems like there might be a little bit of truth in these videos. And honestly, I really kind of wanted that intention to like at least bring some type of self-awareness, like, you know, some self-awareness into like, because honestly I won't make a lot of these videos like the gossip. I will make them every now and then, but it's just because I don't want people to get caught up on like these little things, you know, these haters, or even like what people are saying, because sometimes people are gonna talk regardless, you know, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. People are gonna have something to say, you know. But it's just nice to know, and just to have like a little fun, not so that we don't have like such a serious, like always like I don't say a serious reading, but one of the pilots definitely got like a reality check though, you know. But just, I don't know, just to be aware, you know. Because sometimes it's kind of like a contradicting thing that I tell myself. We're gonna have like a conversation right now. It's kind of like a contradicting thing that you shouldn't care what people think and all that, but sometimes it does matter, in the way that like it's nice to know what people think about you, because it's like the way that you're portraying yourself, is that like the way that you want to portray yourself, or you're like, if you're thinking about like inside, like the way like I have a lot of love, the values that I have, the morals that I have, am I exuding that, you know? And don't, it's nice to know for a couple like people, like asking a couple people for their opinions and stuff like that. Don't be asking everybody, because then that starts like clouding your like judgment and your own perception. You don't need that. But it's just nice to know what other people think about you, what they think about you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and all in other aspects too, just to get an idea of how you do come off. And everyone's gonna have a different point of view of you, you know. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, something about that. Maybe just that, like, maybe that might be the gossip, is that there's just like so many different opinions about you, so many comments about you, and people are gonna make up whatever they want, you know. So it's just kind of like, people could say that you're a bitch and da da da, and you might be a bitch occasionally, but at the same time, it could have just been like, well, you cut me off on a bad day, or like there was a reason for me to be a bitch, or I was actually just being a bitch that day. You know, it could just be in any of those. So it kind of just like depends on what the person was thinking, or what that person is projecting onto you. You know, some people can understand like, oh, that person, maybe Luce was just acting like a bitch because she was just having a bad day, or just not trying to take it personally, you know, something like that. So I'm kind of getting, you might also be like you can be, everyone's complex, but it's giving for sure like this pile can be a complex in the way of like, you know that you're not a bad person, but you know you have your flaws and stuff like that. And sometimes people could see your flaws, and sometimes you don't mean to act out on your flaws, but people could see it that way or something like that. I'm getting kind of like, maybe people think that you try to be perfect, or people could project that like, oh, she's perfect, she tries to act like she's perfect, their life is perfect and stuff like that, you know. But I think maybe you just handle stuff really well, or like you're not gonna just show everyone your cards, you know. You're not gonna just tell people your business, you know. And people might like take that to offense, where it's just kind of like, why don't they like talking about their life, why don't they like talking about this? And it's just like, sometimes like you might just keep to yourself, because not everyone needs to know that. Or it's already like, maybe like, let's just say you're going through a bad situation, and it's just like, it's already bad enough that I'm going through this, like having to talk about it, like keep talking about it with people, like I'm not gonna do that, you know. Like, I'm already going through this, I don't need to talk about it. You know how some people too, like they put their business on social media, like, and then they get mad that people are talking about them, or like you can't, like, I don't know, like it's just, I don't know. Personally, for me, I'm not gonna put my business out there. Like, if whatever I put out there, I know I'm consciously making that decision to put out there. So all the stories that I share with you guys about my own personal life, I know that I'm sharing that with you. I'm just thinking about people who are like, this used to be like a thing in middle school and high school. People used to put like a black picture, and then put like, bitches ain't shit, or people are never there when you need them. You know, people are putting their business out there. It's just like, well, like, I don't know. I think maybe that's just like the normal now. So it's just like, oh, why are they so secretive? Why are they so quiet? This and that, you know. So this could just be other people's perceptions, you know. And people are gonna have different opinions about you. What I wanted to get was like, you're multi-dimensional, so you have different sides to you. Sometimes you have your fun side, sometimes you have your serious side, sometimes you have the side of you that's kind of like work related. You have a side to you that's like very nurturing. You just have a lot of different sides to you. You're not just black and white. No, I'm not just good and bad. I have this and I have that and I have this and I have that. You understand that sometimes too, like putting up boundaries, or like knowing when to stop, or knowing when to say no, is good for you. You know the difference between being selfish and like selfish for the right reasons, of like, I need to take care of myself, I need to put myself first in this position, because if I don't, then I can't be there for you. And then there's like that selfish where it's like, no, like F you, like I care about me and only me and stuff like that. And that might be another thing where people might see you as people might think that you're selfish because you put yourself first. And sometimes you put yourself first because like, if you're not good, then you can't help other people, you know. And people might take that the wrong way. So it's giving like very much like mixed, like like dirty water in a way, or like a watercolor or something like that. When I don't know if you guys know what watercoloring is, or water painting, where it's just like the colors can start mixing together, you know. So it's like and you might even know this too, like people might like feel some type of way towards you or something like that. I just feel like you know. So whatever people think about you or whatever people say about you, you just like, you don't take it personally, or you try not to take it personally, because again, like, you understand that people are gonna have their opinions, people are gonna talk, people are gonna think what they want, you know, and you know what's true. You know why you were acting like a bitch that day. You know why. You know that you're a loving person at the end of the day. You know you at the end of the day. You know your intentions. You know, so I kind of feel like you're very conscious. This is giving like I'm getting like Aries, Leo, Aquarius. I'm hearing Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, where it's just like, you know, and people are gonna talk. People are gonna talk. Okay, so let's see what is gonna come up, because we're already 8 minutes in and I haven't pulled no cards. Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 3, Spirit? What is the gossip on pile number 3? I'm gonna start with a different deck, because what is the gossip on pile number 3, Spirit? What is the gossip on pile number 3? I kind of feel like I'm hearing like you guys are smart enough. Like, I feel like I don't even need to pull cards, because I feel like this is becoming more of like a psychic reading, where it's just like I'm able to pick up on your energy, where it's kind of like too, like, you're able to, I think you might be empathic, or maybe sometimes like borderline like a mind reader or something like that. You're able to feel into other people's energies, and you might have like an idea of like what people think about you, or like what they say about you or something like that. Maybe more like an idea about you, you know. You might not get the full picture, but you could say like, oh, I felt like that person thought I was like this or something like that, or I felt like some weird vibes from that person. Maybe they thought I was weird or something like that, you know, something like that. But yeah, I kind of feel like I don't need to pull out cards, but I'm just still gonna pull out cards. We have bully, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And then shadow attribute, conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So I'm kind of getting with this is that you reflect something back into people. I think sometimes you could be so secure in yourself that people might be intimidated by you, or people feel some type of way because you don't need to talk about your life. You don't need to talk about drama. You don't need to gossip. You don't need to put your business out there to get some type of validation, or to like, I don't know, like you're not doing what other people are doing. And that, for some reason, people, that intimidates people, that throws people off. Like, people want to hate you because you're not doing that, you know, because you are different. People are being weird towards you, you know. Something that I kind of noticed is that I used to be like a heavy smoker, and now I like weed smoker, and now like I, at the time of my life, I was like, if someone were to offer me to take a hit or something, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, why not, you know. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like able to like respectfully no, you know, like I'm okay, like I'm good. And a big thing that has been coming up is kind of like alcohol. Like, I noticed that I never really been a drinker. I don't really like drinking, but there's like a balance in life. So like sometimes I like to let loose and just drink, you know. But if I'm gonna drink, like, it's to drink with a purpose. Like, I'm either gonna drink one drink at dinner, like if I'm going out or something like that, or I'm gonna get fucked up, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to just drink alcohol for no reason, you know, just to chill. Like, no, I'm not gonna drink alcohol for that. And I kind of feel like, I think drinking is such like a normal thing now, so that like when you don't drink, people are like, what the fuck, like that's weird. Like, there's like literally this video that I saw, and it was so funny. It was like a dude reenacting like when you don't drink or smoke or anything like that, and people are like people get weird about that. People get weird, like, oh, you're not doing that. And like in the video it was like, oh, you like to face your problems sober or something like that. That was like a part in the thing that was like kind of funny and that stood out to me, you know. But like people have like a substance to lay back on, you know. Some people use it for partying, but then it goes a little bit deeper than that too, you know. And it's just like I seen it how it did to me. Like I don't think you can overdose on weed, but like I saw how you wouldn't think that like you could get addicted to weed and stuff like that. But like there was a point in my life where like I kind of needed to stop for my own health, because like I was breathing, like my lungs were not the best, and it was actually affecting my health, you know. And I had to like my doctor told me that I needed to like cut down, and I was like, and I always told myself like I could cut down, but then I'm like, I didn't want to though. I don't want to, and I don't want to. No, it was coming from a place where it was like, no, like you're addicted because you don't want to get off of it, you know. You don't want to get off of it. And so I don't want to say the universe forced me, because I was able to like cut down and stuff like that. But again, I just occasionally smoke now and stuff like that. And so I just kind of see like how both could be bad. I know a lot of alcoholics in my life, so it's just like I could see how that is like, that tears you down. And then also I know a lot of big smokers. I was a big smoker, and I saw how that affected me, and I see how it affects other people, how they can't get off of that shit. Like that's crazy. Like, you know, like we shouldn't be stuck to a substance like that, no matter what the case is, you know. And it doesn't even have to be drugs. It could be food, it could be shopping, it could be gambling, it could be playing video games, it could be like watching porn, it could be like, it could be anything. Anything could be an addiction. Anything can be an addiction if you really let it, you know. And that's the thing, is like you could do those things, but within balance, within moderation, you know. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, so like everything I'm telling you, like I'm aware that I'm telling you, you know, and I'm telling you these things so that like I'm not a perfect person. Like again, like I was on this substance. I love food, and like that's something that I struggle with, is with food, you know. Like I'm a big girl, and I love me some food. And you know, sometimes I overindulge, and that's just something I'm working on, is working on my relationship with food. And honestly, it was kind of I'm being vulnerable right here right now, is that that's something I kind of struggle with, is with food, because I love food, you know. I grew up in a family. My mom made bomb ass food. My mom always made some type of meal. I don't say we always have snacks, but now I'm like, we always have something in the fridge that we could eat, you know. I love sweets, you know. I love ice cream, I love chocolate, so it's like I always have that some way, shape, or form, you know. And it's just having to build that relationship, a better relationship with food, is that I can enjoy these foods, but like again, in moderation. I don't need to eat so much at once and stuff like that, you know. And so yeah, so this is like just being vulnerable with you guys, you know. This is kind of like a struggle that I'm going through right now, is working on my relationship with food. So yeah, I might not like rely on drugs or shopping and this and that, but I'm like, I'll fuck me up a good plate of food though, you know. Like I'll fuck me up a good bag of chips. I love eating more candy than I need to be eating, you know. And I'm just trying to be real, because again, I'm not perfect, you know. And that also affects my health too. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to do better for myself so that I can live a healthier lifestyle. I want to enjoy these foods for as long as I can, you know, like, nah, you know. So that's why I'm like, I'm sharing this with you guys, so that you guys know that we all have our vices, you know. Child, magical. Okay, let me read it first actually. Light attributes: seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes: pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So it's like that, like you guys are able to see, like how I said, you guys are multidimensional. You're able to see the different sides to people. I think this person is just reacting from like their shadow side. This person is just reacting from their insecurities and stuff like that. But that doesn't make them a bad person, you know. You're able to really understand and have a lot of sympathy for people because you understand. I think you've had your fair share of people who, you've met some rotten people. You've met some people that like are literally acting out all from their insecurities, and that makes them an ugly person. That makes them a bad person, you know. But you're still able to, like, if they got rid of that or if they healed that, they would become such a good person. Like, you have such a good heart. You could see the light in everything and everyone. My heart feels like it's glowing right now, you know. You could see the light in everyone, and sometimes maybe it's hard for you to see the darkness, or it's like you see the light in everyone, so it's like maybe that's how you kind of been like betrayed, or kind of been deceived or something, because you can see the light in someone. And so it's like, well, I know they're a good person, but if they just change this and that, and like, and accepting people for who they are, you know, like everyone's not perfect, everyone has like a flaw or something, so it's just like you kind of like dim that down because you know that they're a good person. But then sometimes I can kind of like fire back at you, because it's like, well, you saw their darkness but you chose to see their light, you know. So that's why you have strong boundaries. That's why you have to be selfish in the way that you are, because you understand that, you learn that, you know. Something about speaking up here, speaking out, maybe even calling out people like, oh, that wasn't cool, that wasn't right. Maybe you're still learning how to do that, or you learned how to do that. Not letting people walk over you, because just because you have a big heart, having a big heart is like having self-love and having respect for yourself, is also saying no, being able to put boundaries, even if it's with family, even if it's with friends, coworkers, no matter who it is, you know. Like, you can't, no, you can't. So you have the Star on the bottom and 7 of Swords. The Knight of Swords is here. What's the gossip on you? The first thing that came out was like people yelling at you, or people getting definitely words. I think people are so quick to judge you. Some people are so quick to project onto you. Some people are so quick to say something or say their opinion towards you. That's what I'm getting. And it's just like, maybe they're coming from a place of lack. They're coming from a place of not understanding your perspective, you know. And that's okay. Like, it's okay for people not to know all of you, you know. You have Goddess on the bottom here too. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Exploitation of female nature and form. Artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. And literally, I said like something about watercolor. Like, this is what I see. Like, people just like blurring the lines. Like, literally that palette of paint. Like, that's what people see, is that. That's what people see, and that's what you see too. Is like, people kind of get shit fucked up. People get shit mixed up. Like, oh, they're just being like, what is that? I'm hearing like brood. People are just like, thinking that you're being too nice. People think that you're being too mean. People are thinking that you're being a prude. There you go, a prude. Just because you don't want to drink, just because you don't want to go out and do what other people are doing. Like, it's like, no, like, I'm on my own vibration, I'm doing my own thing, like, and you're doing that, you know. You're not letting that talk you down or anything. And I give you a round of applause for that, because like, it takes a lot, you know. It takes a lot to think for yourself, to do things for yourself, you know. People are in this world, or honestly do things because other people are doing it, and that's crazy, you know. What is the gossip on pile number 3, Spirit? Oh, these things are turning around. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn the beat around. Da 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 da. I'm getting what's that one movie called? That was so random, but I feel like that pops up a lot for me, like, I don't know, that beat or whatever. But it's from, what is that movie? They sing. It's like they sing a cappella and shit. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about when I'm singing it. Fat Amy, like I'm getting Fat Amy singing it. But what is like... What is that movie? They literally... I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But they're in college and they sing a cappella and but they sing, but it's from that the Barton Bellas. What is it called? I love that movie too. It's not my favorite movie, but I like watching it. Pale, time to get out of a situation. So this could be a person, place, or thing. I'm also hearing like spilled milk. Don't cry over spilled milk. Funnel. Period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. Oh, okay. So I'm kind of getting two things with this, is that you could be going through a rough time right now, or just having to go through a lot right now, or you're about to. And or this could be other people, where it's like people are gonna learn like more about you, or like learning that you just don't give a fuck, you know, that you're still gonna do what you want to do, and that they can't control you. And that might actually piss off some people, you know. People like, I'm a control freak, you know, so I understand like the whole idea of like controlling other people. Not that I control people, but like it happens a lot with my family, where you know, but it's kind of like people are gonna like figure out like, I don't know, they can't control you, or they can't sway you, or like, I don't know, that might piss some people off or make people frustrated or something like that. So it could either be you or them, you know. And maybe that frustrates you because like you notice that they're trying to control you, or they're trying to change your mind or something. It's just like, no, like leave me alone. And work, achievement, success. Okay, so that's what I kind of got like the slightest hint with this card, with the funnel, is that like, I think lessons to be learned, where it's like people might think like you're some way or something like that, and then somehow like you end up coming out on top, or like, how the fuck did they do that? Like, how do they do that, or something like that? They like, I didn't see them work or anything like that. I just saw them as like this and that, but then they're over here having like so much success, so much money, so much achievement, and it's just like, how do they do that? But then again, their one perception that they wanted to see was like, oh, they got out of the situation. They were actually working really hard behind the scenes, but their judgment was like, they weren't doing nothing, they were lazy, this and that. Sun, happiness and well-being. You're gonna be proving some people wrong, dude. You're gonna be proving some people wrong, and I think you're gonna know that. But I feel like you might be a humble person, so you're just gonna be like, I knew that shit. But you know what? You just know, you know. I'll get one more card out for you guys. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. That's the reading for you guys. Let people think what they want, because at the end of the day, they're not you. They don't know 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 you. They might have known something, but they don't know everything. And maybe that's how you like to keep it, you know. One more card. One more card. I'm going to do this card. Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So yeah, you guys might be going through something where it's going to have to... maybe this, where it's like you're going to have to be stubborn as a bull. Taurus energy right here. Like, you need to stick to what you know. You need to stick to who you are, you know. You'll be playing a different role and ladder, climbing towards success. So yeah. But you guys are protected. You guys are loved. I'm gonna take a picture of this one and put it up here, because it's making a triangle or a pyramid basically. But yeah, keep doing you. You're doing a great job. And you're your own vibration. You're your own vibration. So I'm proud of you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. You're about to hit 28 minutes soon. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take what resonates, you know. Again, like I said, I feel like there is truth in all these videos in some way, shape, or form, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.